everyone. Welcome to episode 26 of the Gilded City. We are back again. All of us are here this time, and we're excited to keep going with our adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow the podcast. Leave us a comment about favorite part of the episode. Follow us on social media at Rollers Guild DND on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok to keep up to date whenever a new episode goes live. But we will go ahead and kick things off. Hello, everyone. Before we start the episode proper, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone. In the last week, we jumped from 34 or 35 subscribers to over 100 subscribers. So in the course of a week, we jumped about 70 subscribers, which is crazy to me. We're very, very excited. So just want to say a quick thank you to everybody new who's watching the channel, as well as everybody who's been with us from the beginning. 100 subscribers is a big deal to us. Never thought we would gain any sort of traction. And I know 100 doesn't seem like a big number in the grand scheme of things, but for us it is. And we're really excited and happy. So thank you so much for watching the channel. We can't wait to keep showing you this campaign, and so without further ado, enjoy the episode. Last time, the party reconvened after a month of downtime and caught up with each other before Freedom arrived to discuss their next target. During the time before Freedom showed up, Artemis decided to share his family's history with the group. When Freedom arrived, the party chose their next target, the railway baron Fiala Mystralath. Octavia shared that her friend Belle is the child of Fiala Mystralath and thus a potential ally. Additionally, they discussed what information they were able, you all discussed what information you were able to uncover about mind flayers and theorized about potential links with the Watchful Order, but were unable to come up with anything conclusive. Finally, Bowman reluctantly revealed to the party the truth about his employer, Fear Kindler, before you all departed your separate ways for the night. The next day is the day that Octavia is planning on meeting up with Belle. So that is sort of the next step. Is anybody going with Octavia to the cafe that she's meeting Belle at?
Oh, I would have extended the invitation to everyone if they were interested.
Mm-hmm.
What day of the week is this?
Today is the 28th, so it is a work day. So Nyx and Bowman, it looks like, are no's on that one.
Nyx would also not go because she would feel very out of place in a fancy cafe.
Well, it's actually not a fancy cafe. They're meeting at a cafe near the railway depot. So that's actually in your part of town.
Right.
But
still, I have to work.
Fair enough.
I'll come with.
Great.
Or extend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why not?
Janara, Penny.
Sure, I'll come with too.
Great.
Yeah, I'll go.
Great. All right, so the four of you meet up and head on over to this cafe to meet Octavia's friend Belle. You all arrive. This is, it's kind of a small cafe coffee shop in the Undercliff ward. It is, again, not in the best part of town. This is a poorer ward. But it's quaint and cozy, even if you can tell that the furniture has definitely seen better days. But there's some comfy like armchairs and couch setups like around the shop. Not really a traditional like table and seating, much more cozy and intimate. Definitely like second or third hand furniture. One of the couches in here looks like it's been reupholstered probably 3 or 4 times. And so you like different cushions have like different fabric colors and patterns. Comfortable armchairs, small tables in between pieces of furniture, big fireplace. Not too much of a fire today because it's a warm day, so it's sort of an empty fireplace. And then there's sort of the cafe like counter where people can put their order in. When you all arrive, you do, Octavia, you do see that your friend Belle is already there. They have, they're sitting in sort of a corner in a cushy armchair next to a bookcase with what looks to be just publicly available books for folks who are visiting the cafe to read. Belle is an elven individual. Sure. Let's to Matt's question. Sure. They are an elven individual. They've got very, very long ears. I mean, even for an elf, very long ears. And they've got very like pixie-esque features. So very sharp, narrow features. They're very, very small for an elf. They've got silver hair that is cut very short, literally in a pixie cut. And they're sort of wearing, browns and greens, and they've got a necklace, very simple clothes, despite the fact that they are from an incredibly wealthy family. They've got some very, very simple clothes, look a little worn. And they're wearing a necklace, a simple leather cord with a sprig of mistletoe attached to it. They get up as they see you come in and come over to you, Octavia, give you a hug. Octavia, dear, it's so good to see you. It's been ages.
It's been too long. How are you doing, my dear?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Are these your friends?
Yes. So we've friends and we're working together on some projects, I guess you could call it. Why don't we sit down and we can talk a little bit more?
Absolutely. If you want coffee, it's on me. I stole some money from my mother, so don't worry about it.
Oh, please, dear, I'll take care of it.
No, I've got it. It's my mom's money.
Mommy's money.
If you insist.
Thank you very much. I'll take people's orders. I'll take orders from everyone and go order things.
Great. You come back. Everybody's got their various coffee beverages.
Lots of foam.
Yeah. We'll say the person running this establishment is a middle-aged water genasi woman, and she makes your beverages and hands them out. As you all gather together with Belle, they sort of say, "So you are looking into the railway company?"
Yes. I'm sure that you saw the papers about what was his name? Those were not good.
Marivaldi.
Garibaldi.
Thank you, Marivaldi. And also what happened with
Bloodkeith.
Bloodkeith Textiles.
Yes, I did. Is there a connection?
Are there a lot of people around?
No, it's pretty.
is
It's
anyone
pretty.
listening?
Okay.
Make a perception check to see if anybody's listening, but it's pretty quiet in here. There's not too many people in here.
Thank you.
17.
17,
24.
24.
Vinny's like the table next to us.
The Nalthriel.
There are a couple other people in here, but it's not many people. Like I said, it's pretty quiet in here right now. There's a couple people over in the other corner of the room that seem to be just chatting amongst themselves. They don't seem to be paying too much attention to you all. Artemis, I would say that the barista seems to be glancing over occasionally. It's quiet in here. It doesn't strike you as necessarily that they are eavesdropping maliciously, but that they don't have a whole lot going on, and so they can't help but attempt to tune into customers' conversations.
Sure. If I notice that they are lingering a little too much, or if we start saying things, I'll just keep ordering new drinks.
Okay.
I'll just keep going up and ordering the loudest, most complicated drink for them to make.
17 shots of espresso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now,
I'd like the cotton candy unicorn frappe. You know.
Do
Yeah.
you have Displacer Beast Milk?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Right now, it doesn't seem too excessive, but you can certainly keep an eye on it. So.
Yeah. Just now and then, so I don't have to keep.
Yeah. Are you saying there's a connection there?
Well, it's not confirmed, but there are some rumors, and we're trying to investigate a little bit. And I was hoping that you might be able to help us look into your mother's company.
Well, as it just so happens, I'm always pissed at my mother, but I'm particularly upset at her right now.
What has she done this time?
Oh, well, she's like behind this big push to completely destroy the Crypt Garden National Forest so she can get all that coal.
Oh, I did hear about that.
Crypt
Yes,
Garden.
I could see why you would find that very upsetting.
Yeah, not great. So yeah, I've been working with like some other, nature-minded folks in the city, to try and write, to keep it protected. They're litigating in court right now because it is a nationally protected, preserve. But unfortunately, it seems like unless something changes, my mother is going to win this one and destroy one of the most beautiful pieces of nature nearby. So not particularly pleased with her right now. So anything I can do to help you throw a wrench into her plans, I'm here for it.
Well, I would be happy to help prevent this, and hopefully what we're looking into will at least put a significant pause in these plans. Maybe even stop them.
That would be fantastic.
But we do need some help, and I was hoping that you might be able to possibly get us into some of your mother's files.
Well, I don't know how.
One of us can pretend to be dying if that will help.
I don't know how good I'll be at sneaking you all in to my mother's office, either in, the office building or at home. But I have some abilities that could be helpful in such a regard.
Well, even if you can't sneak us in, just being able to know where she might keep her things would be very helpful.
I might be able to find some stuff. What types of things are you looking for?
Well, specifically, sorry, just came back from. I've wanted this new drink. Specifically, we're looking to make sure that, since there are some of these strange things happening to people, that if there's anything we can know about that someone might be doing a little more hush-hush or might have a couple bad stains on their reputation, if we know about them, then we could maybe have a better understanding of what exactly is going on in the city and why people are, disappearing.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure my mother's involved in all sorts of illegal shit. I mean, she's literally sleeping with the guy in charge of the local branch of the Purity Coalition. So, my stepfather.
Quite pure.
We have some members of our party that can be invisible if that helps too. Even if we could just sneak in a couple people, we could also think about doing that.
Well, let me see what I can get you all first before we jump to that.
And of course, while we're looking for what we need, I promise we'll also look to see if we can do anything to stop this forest. We don't need this forest destroyed. It's absolutely horrendous, and I'm so sorry that your mother is doing that to you.
I appreciate
Never really had regard for your gifts.
I mean, it's all about profit to her, and what sort of elf is that? Right?
What sort of elf?
Mean kind.
Ben, as we're mentioning things like looking for files and kind of being pretty upfront with her. Is that setting off any alarm bells in her face, or
their face, they're non-binary.
Their face that they're putting the connections together that we had something to do with.
Make an insight
check.
Get
to insight, yeah.
Yeah, make an insight check.
That's what I'm looking for. Can I insight check them? Oh, could have been better. 11?
I mean, it's hard to tell, right? This is the first time that you're meeting them. It's hard to get sort of a read on what they're thinking.
Could I also make an insight check that it might be freaking them out a little bit?
Make an insight check. They do seem perfectly willing to help, though, is what I'll say.
14 or not 14, 24. Jeez,
24. Octavia, you've known Belle for quite a while, and it's been a little bit since the two of you have met and caught up. You've both kind of had a lot going on recently, but still, you know how to read your friend. They do seem a little suspicious that you all may know more than you're letting on regarding regarding Marivaldi and Bloodkeith. But they don't seem necessarily afraid. They do still seem very willing to help however they can.
Okay.
Anyway, they go on. Yeah, I can see what files I can find. I actually should be able to do it fairly quickly. I mean, Mother doesn't necessarily want me in the house too much right now because I've been causing her problems, but I doubt she'll notice a spider wandering around in her office, so.
Are you the spider?
Yes,
They're
I
very
can-
talented.
I can turn into animals.
A spider is an animal?
Yes. So, yeah, I mean, I can get in and out of her office without her noticing. So, I can look into what I can find.
Well, thank you so much. You're gonna help out a whole lot, and I really hope that we can help you too.
Sure. Is there anything else I can do?
If you could get us just some information about your mother's general schedule, that when she'll be around the house and when she'll be around the office or elsewhere.
Okay, I'll see what I can find.
Also, if you have any information about the recently acquired warehouses.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can look into that too.
Mhm.
Where should I? I'll look into that tonight probably. While Mother's asleep. Is there? Well, not asleep. She's an elf, but you know what I mean. Is there somewhere I can meet you and your friends tomorrow? Back here, or should we?
I think we should meet somewhere else. I'll send Lexa. She can just hang out around your house, and when you have what you need, and send her
Oh,
back.
so
to
like
me.
tonight when I get it, meet you somewhere.
No, not necessarily. We don't. If it's too much to ask, we can meet tomorrow.
Okay.
Or,
Yeah, tomorrow should work. Okay. Great.
What other animals can you turn into, or is it just spiders?
I can turn into many different animals. I have to have seen them before. What?
Any animal?
Any animal that I've seen before within reason. There's some shapes that are a little more difficult to pull off. I haven't quite gotten the hang of wings yet. They're a little difficult, and I can't do fish either. They're a little challenging, but I can do many different kinds of animals, and as I get better at it, I'm sure I'll eventually get the hang of swimming and flying animals too. But
And you do that with magic.
yes,
we went to school together, Penny.
I do have a magic license.
Who went to school together?
Me
Oh,
and
for
I-
magic school.
Yeah.
Magic school.
Yes.
There's magic school?
Yes. Unfortunately, it's very expensive, so not many people can afford to go there. But
Yes.
and none of the curriculum was really focused towards what I wanted to do. My powers kind of come from nature, and that's not something they can really teach you in school. Nor is it there's something that there's much of an abundance of around here right now, but I
Felt
think
like
it's out all the same.
It felt like the majority of the classes was telling us to not use magic, or how to find people who are using magic and shouldn't be.
Yeah. It's kind of messed up.
Did the Watchful Order have any say in the curriculum of magic school?
Oh, I'm sure that they did.
Probably. I don't know anything about the governing of the
We didn't-
school. But
It's been a while.
On a different note, you mentioned that the national forest, the crypto garden?
Cryptgard
Right.
National Forest? Yeah.
Crypt, not crypto. Crypt.
Cryptocurrency.
Let me just I've just read my notes wrong. Crypt, the crypt garden. What can you is it nice there? What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful forest right at the base of the Sword Mountains. And yeah, very serene. There are certain areas sort of at the edge that have been carved out for like campgrounds for people who like that sort of thing to visit and stay there, but most of it is still pretty wild and frankly dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. And it's patrolled by some park rangers who make sure that the forest is cared for and the animals that live there are safe. But now it's on the verge of getting torn down or irrevocably damaged because someone found coal in the Sword Mountains, and the easiest to access parts of the mountains to begin mining are right in Crypt Garden National Forest.
Right. Maybe we should go on a camping trip. Our little group. We should all go camping together. I think that would
I
be
don't know about
fantastic
that.
fun. Plus, but you probably have to pay like a fee, right?
Artemis.
Like a camping
Yeah.
fee. And that would be supporting a nice.
Like
Artemis,
intense.
have you been camping before? Ever?
I've been camping before.
Oh my God,
Do you know what
wait.
camping is?
Yes.
You sleep outside.
No, wait, no. Shh. What is camping,
You don't
Artemis?
sleep inside. All right. Have you never gone camping before?
Yeah, Artemis,
I'm
I've never
asking
gone camping. You tell me what camping is.
Penny. All right. Look. So, you arrive at like a campsite, and
Yeah.
it's been arranged,
Okay.
and there are like some tents set up.
Uh-huh.
And you go, and there are different activities at each tent. It's kind of like a big festival and a fair. And then, like, there's like a lodge that you can go and stay at with a nice roaring fire, and like people come and bring you drinks, and there are these delicious little treats that they'll like roast on the fire for you, and then you can go on these like guided hiking tours, and there's all these animals that are like almost just like right there for you that you can look at and sometimes touch and take pictures with. And
fun as it
pictures
is
doing
to,
this.
as much fun as it is to listen to Rich Boy here make a fool of himself. Not that kind of camping at Crypt Garden. It's like old school camping, like roughing it. You get a bedroll and a tent and you set it up yourself, and
Well,
you
Bowman would
have
probably
to
like that.
feed yourself. You have to bring your own food and cook it over a fire that you make yourself.
Huh.
Mm. Yeah,
Sounds like
we're
a lot of
never
work,
going
but-
camping. We are never going camping as a group.
I take that as a
camping
challenge.
enough times.
No. I am not sleeping anywhere within 100 feet of Artemis.
That hasn't happened.
No, it hasn't. I haven't slept over at Janara's house. One night I'm gonna wake up, Artemis is outside the boundary of my house.
Like tap, 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 tap on the window. Hey,
No.
Oh my god.
I think it would be a fantastic experience. Rugged or rough or whatever. That would be nice.
No.
And then we could get an idea of what it is we're, fighting for. Hurrah!
Belle, you mentioned that you were talking to different nature groups and environmental groups. Do you have any like organizations or just individuals?
Just a handful of people that I've been sort of talking to on the periphery.
Okay.
It's difficult for me to provide a whole lot of direct support to them once they know my last name. So
Right. Yeah.
They haven't been too interested in my help, but
Yeah.
I do what I can.
if you wouldn't mind passing along those names, we might like to follow up with them to ask them some questions if they're comfortable with that.
I'll see what I can do.
All right. Thank you.
I'll ask them if that's okay.
Well,
Anything else, or
no, I truly appreciate all of your help with this, and I'm so sorry that your mother is a terrible, terrible bitch.
it's okay. It'll be fun. It'll be like it'll be like I'm an investigative reporter, just like you.
Yeah.
Little adventure. Yeah.
Roughing it.
No.
Sure. Sure.
I'm gonna go get another round of drinks.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
wait.
get going.
We should head out.
Belle, while your mom is still paying the tab, can I get like 3 more espressos?
Yeah, your friend can put it on her tab right now.
Probably you didn't sleep last night. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Nara doesn't know that.
Penny didn't sleep last night, so you do have 1 point of exhaustion, Penny. By the way,
Right.
just so you know. Anyway, yeah, you bring back the last round of drinks. Belle pays, and leaves the cafe. Are you all just sort of gonna stay, finish your drinks, and then get going, or was there anything specific you needed to discuss amongst yourselves?
I don't think we need to discuss anything, but since we're in the rail district anyway, I think we should go look around the warehouses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, after you all finish up at the cafe, you sort of head out to the depot yard. It seems like this is an ever-growing complex, right? Every few months, new fences go up to surround this area. It houses warehouses. It houses the main train depot where the trains sleep at night.
Where they go camping.
Yeah,
Like Thomas the Tank
if
Engine.
anybody's seen Thomas the Tank Engine, all the trains go to the
They go to
shed
sleep.
at the end of the night and they sleep there. I'm a big.
Okay, everyone made fun of me
Remember that.
because I didn't know that spiders were animals, but Ben just said that trains sleep. No one's saying anything.
I know they don't actually sleep. It's a thing in Thomas the Tank Engine. Anyway,
Ben was really into
I
Thomas
was
the Tank
really
Engine.
into Thomas.
Sure.
I've been very forward about this with everyone in this call, I believe. So,
Ben went up to me day 1. Hi, my name is Ben Falter. I love Thomas the Tank Engine.
I'm
sure.
pretty sure the first thing he said to us was something about Frozen, though.
Yeah, it was Disney.
Oh,
related.
And then Thomas the Tank Engine.
Okay,
It literally-
Is there a
well,
turntable
play-by-play
in the
was
yard?
this.
Is there a
Are
turntable?
you
There is a
talking about
turntable in the
Disney
yard.
movie?
There is a turntable in the yard in just sort of outside of the shed where the trains are, put into storage and come in and out and that sort of thing. There's also repair yards and all sorts of things. And it does seem like there is a there's a couple main giant gates right at either end of the complex where the railroad tracks come in and out of the area. The gates seem to be the parts most thoroughly patrolled, obviously, by the security. And there are security stationed at each area, as well as conductors and other rail workers and that sort of thing. But the closest parts of this sort of giant train yard complex are various warehouses, mostly these large brick buildings. Most of them have very few, if any, windows, and they're sort of just beyond the fence. And you see that the yard is patrolled by Zentarum security.
You said before that these are coal-powered trains?
Yes.
Can I cast Detect Magic as a ritual spell?
Okay.
Just to see if
Okay.
anything's going on.
What's the radius on that?
30 feet.
Okay. I am going to roll something,
Okay.
and then I will let you know. You don't pick up anything within 30 feet.
Can we
Nothing
see
that
where
you
the
weren't
coal-
expecting. You and your friends have magic items, but
Mm-hmm. But
can we see
nothing.
where like coal is stored
yeah,
This
at all?
yeah. There's coal storage sheds in the yard, as well as like water towers. You see, like
Yeah.
there's a train that seems to be like coming out and getting serviced before it's gonna like go like out and get hooked up to some cars and sort of go do its thing. Also, like even outside of the train yard, there are like empty like freight train cars and stuff just sort of like along tracks waiting to get like hitched up to be taken away and loaded up with whatever. And you do see also that freight train cars have been left near sort of one of the rows of warehouses, and people are unloading crates and putting crates into one of the warehouses. It's very, very busy, multi-purpose yard for a lot of different things.
Okay. So the Detect Magic lasts 10 minutes. So like
Okay.
walking around closer to the coal yard and stuff.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna roll a few times. Okay. I think that's enough rolls. I've rolled for every like interval basically. I will say on one of your intervals, as you're walking around, very, very edge of the radius, beyond the fence, you catch a brief blip of magic as you're walking by. It seems to be from the walls of one of the warehouses. The school of magic is illusion.
Oh, that is not expected. What time of day would you say it is? Like, are we able to?
I would say
meet
it's
our
like
buddies?
midday, early afternoon.
Oh, so people are
this
still
point.
working.
Yeah.
So let's come back at midnight.
What and do what?
I want to figure out what the heck that magic is. I'm gonna like whisper to my friends, be like, "Oh, something's up, guys. There's illusory magic being used on the warehouse."
Okay. Can I roll to see if anyone's watching us?
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
Oh, we should have been stealthy. Yeah.
17.
17. As you were sort of walking around, like walking along the fence here, the outside of the fence is just, it's just a street, it's just a public area. But as you are walking around the exterior of the fence, you've walked along quite a long stretch of it. You glance over your shoulder just casually, and you do see a couple of these security, Zentarum security of the complex seem to be keeping an eye on you, just loosely. They're like, I don't know, maybe 40 or 50 feet behind all of you on the other side of the fence, but they seem to be walking at the same speed in the same direction that you are.
Okay.
So they're not like on you like a hawk or anything like that, but they are they're just sort of loosely trailing you.
Okay. There are trains around. I'm gonna poke Artemis and be like, "You like trains a lot."
I do enjoy
Anyone
it.
asks,
Well,
we're here to look at the trains.
oh, all right. Well, I do. That'll be easy.
That's not
So many
surprising.
great trains today, guys. Right? So
Yes.
many.
Yeah.
I like them.
What do you like the most?
Fast.
Mm,
They're fast.
yes. Very fast.
They're very fast. The warehouses are obviously not public use. So what would a warehouse for a train yard be even used for? Like servicing trains? Storage?
Shipping.
Storage of the materials
Shipping.
on the train, storage of things before the train gets there to ship away.
So you can't go into the gate unless you're a worker. Like no public person could go in just to like look around or inquire about something.
Probably not.
Okay.
Unless
There's
you
no,
were
like-
accompanied on a
Yeah.
very specific tour.
Right. Because I'm thinking like, like public transportation, like there's usually some sort of like station, right? That is with where the staff
isn't-
work that you can ask questions about.
Well, this isn't transportation.
know,
trains.
like-
these are like shipping trains, right?
Shipping trains, yeah.
Yeah. So just as a clarification, this train yard, there are train stations in Waterdeep,
Right.
But
and
not
that is
here.
where people would board
Right.
like passenger trains and that sort of thing.
So warehouses.
This
for
is more
shipping.
cargo and maintenance.
Yeah, this is more cargo, maintenance, storage, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Where
So,
the
like-
trains sleep.
It's where the
It's-
trains sleep.
Sleep.
Exactly.
If I had a question about like why something hasn't shipped yet or hasn't arrived yet, would I go to the company or could it be reasonable that I go to the train station and ask them?
Well, if you're a crazy person, you could go to the train station and ask
how much
them,
care
but
and
most
energy you
reasonable people would
Yeah.
go to the company.
I'm already on the watch list, so
Okay.
I can't go and ask them.
Great. Are y'all still like doing a perimeter of the yard, or are you gonna peel away?
Eventually, I'll start pointing at some of the trains
Okay.
and listing nonsense. Matt doesn't know anything about trains, but
Sure.
Artemis is going to start saying the things. Oh, this engine that moves at this kilometer per hour was decommissioned and
Sure. Make a deception check for me.
oh, that'll be fun. No, natural one.
Luck.
Ooh, thank you.
I'm not letting us get caught. That's a dumb reason to get caught.
Natural 20 for a total of 30.
Nice.
Thank
As
you,
you
luck.
as you start going on about like specific train models and like all this stuff that you notice, the Centauran security seems to lose a little bit of interest and continue on their way. They still seem to be keeping a loose eye on you, but not necessarily paying attention to you all anymore.
My brother, he just really likes trains.
As they walk past, they just kind of nod and keep going.
They go fast.
Stop.
Yes, they do.
These security guards are just like, okay.
All right, sure.
They say
whatever.
choo-choo.
Choo-choo, I have a need for speed.
Now you're getting attention for a different reason because you're crazy.
I think we've had enough of the trains today, Artie. Let's
Chugga.
we'll go ride a train tomorrow. How about that?
Artemis
Promise?
has like 6 cups
Yes,
of
I
coffee
promise.
back at the cafe.
Yeah.
Just hopped up right now.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, you all depart.
Let's go find our friends.
Yeah, so I assume you'll regroup with your friends this evening after your friends get out of work. Bowman and Nix, 2 of you are at work today. Is there anything else you're doing aside from just your jobs before you meet up with your friends later?
No, I think Bowman's just gonna keep an eye out for Rig and Fear Kindler.
Okay.
Just because he's probably a little on edge because of what happened
Yeah.
a few weeks ago.
Yeah. You do notice that that Rig, your direct supervisor, does seem to be keeping an eye on you while you're at work. But you don't see Fear Kindler. He hasn't made a direct appearance since the day he threatened you and your friends. So Great. So that evening, you all
Oh.
reconvene. Oh, yes.
I thought
Nyx.
of something. From now on, Nyx, whenever she goes to or from work to home, she takes a detour by the train yard. So she doesn't necessarily look for anything. She's just kind of making observations about security patterns at different
Great.
times of day.
Okay. Yeah, make a perception check for me, just a general one to kind of, start putting some of those pieces together.
13.
Okay. Yeah, you do your best, but you've only been watching the train yard for a couple days, so it's hard to know for sure what the pattern is, but you start paying more attention to it. Great. So you all reconvene, presumably at Janara's house, unless you want to meet somewhere else. And to go over what you found.
I just think a camping trip would be fun.
Artemis, I don't think you understand that camping is not necessarily a comfortable endeavor.
And this, I will say, this is the part where Nyx and Bowman walk in.
Camping trip? I'm down.
I'm not doing a camping.
I don't think it would go well for us.
What? I mean,
Have you guys ever been camping?
Sticking on nose.
Not that hard.
I have. It's
You
Okay.
sleep on the ground.
Yeah. And?
Here's the thing. If we go camping, what is the tent situation going to be like?
I don't know.
Do we have
Well,
enough
I-
tents for everyone, or are we going to be sharing tents?
Whoa,
I can
You guys
make
bring
a tent.
You bring a
What?
tent to camp? You have a tent?
I have a hammock.
I would buy a tent
I have a
if I
tent.
were to go
But we're
camping.
just sleeping on the ground on bed
I've got
rolls.
a magic tent, I think. I haven't really tried it.
A magic tent?
Yeah,
What about
I've heard
bear?
of that spell before.
it's easy.
Oh.
It's
I mean,
easy.
I'd be down
it's
for a
really
magic
I can show you. It's just like a little,
Can you do it inside?
But that's only one
Yeah.
tent.
It's
And
big.
we're all in that one tent.
It's big.
I'm
It's-
not doing that.
All right. How close are we all sitting together as we're discussing?
You're close enough for tiny hut.
All right. I'm gonna start ritually casting.
Oh my God,
10 minutes are
no!
gonna go by.
That's
Bowman-
not correct
Bowman-
to be in the tiny hut.
No,
I'm just
Bowman's
gonna-
stepping out of the
no.
room.
You don't
I
necessarily
get it.
know. You've never seen this spell before. You just,
We just
see
think
Artemis,
Artemis is
is starting to like cast a spell or whatever.
I'm pulling out a mandolin.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing super unusual. You're debating camping, and then suddenly, a magical force
Ooh.
field appears around.
Warm,
This is nice.
comfortable inside.
This is nice.
Thank you.
This is better than any camping I've ever done.
See? A tent.
Mm.
You're
How
welcome.
long does it last?
A long time. I think it's really the first time I've been successful. My hair got all weird last time I tried it. I figured it out. How long does this I'm gonna say
I think it's 8 hours.
approximately 8 hours. If I did it right.
Okay.
It was safe. I've been wanting to actually do this. If you ever need me at night, now that I've got a big sword thing, sometimes I'm gonna just do this if I feel a little like Dagger might be watching. I don't know.
So
Or nearby.
we can leave and come back through,
Yes. Yeah.
but it protects
I'm
from
gonna
other
leave.
people.
And
Mhm.
try to come back
Yeah,
in.
just shoot fire at it from the
Next,
outside.
you leave and come
I'll
back
throw a
in.
dagger.
Yeah, the dagger sparks off
Ooh.
the barrier.
Oh. Well, then when we go camping, you guys can all stay in the tiny hut, and I'll have my own tiny hut by my own little tent outside.
Okay.
Well, all right. As long as we're going camping. I just look. Yes, on one hand, it would be fun. On the other hand, I really do think that getting an idea and poking around, maybe looking at the coal that they're trying to. I don't know.
Mhm.
Plus,
That
we
is a
might
good
get to
idea.
ride a train, so that might be fun.
Yes, I would like to go back to the warehouses. It's odd that there would be illusory magic on those. Oh yes, Bowman and Nyx. There
I was gonna say, I feel like we're out of the conversation next.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm terribly sorry. We went
And you
to
can
the
just say that
train
you filled him in on everything.
Mm.
You don't have to.
illusion magic on the building. What's up with that?
Would I have any idea of what? I guess I don't know what part of the building.
Octavia specifically sensed it on the walls.
On the walls.
Quick question. Just because of Bowman's profession right now, would he have any idea if like the docks deliver things to the shipping yards of these warehouses of these
Make an
stations?
intelligence check for me.
Sure. Let's
I
see.
have-
how-
Simple thought.
I also have a question.
Okay.
Was Nyx alive when that building was built?
Oh, nat 20, baby.
Nat 20. Let me think about Nick's question while I'm answering this question. Nat 20. Yeah. So you would for sure know that there, Waterdeep is one of the largest trade hubs in the world, right? So there are many occasions where something will come into port that then needs to be shipped out elsewhere in the Sword Coast by train, or vice versa. Something comes in by train and gets brought to the port. A lot, which then gets shipped out on boats. A lot of that's not. Endless Flame Shipping Company does do some of that transitional stuff between the train yard and the docks, but that is very much not your job. They have specific people assigned to basically come in these like huge carts with these massive like draft horses pulling them. They load those carts up with boxes, then they transport those to the train yard and vice versa. So that's a specific job within the company, which is not your job. Your job is just unloading crates from ships, basically.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So,
Was
just-
Nyx alive when the warehouse was built? You don't know specifically which warehouse it is because you weren't there. Some of the warehouses are newer, some of them are older. The ones closer to the fence would be the older ones because they're closer to the older parts of the Undercliff ward, right? Because Undercliff sort of extended outward, so and it's at the outer edge of the Undercliff ward. But I would say even the oldest warehouses in that part aren't going to be much older than 50 or so years. So you're probably alive for quite a few of them to have been built, but also some of them a little before your time.
Do I remember any of the warehouses just in general looking different from, like, besides wear and tear, different from how they look now?
Make an intelligence check.
That's 12.
Not that you can remember. Bowman, you were going to say something. Sorry.
I just had a question. So with that nat 20, would I have at least know what these people look like that do the delivery from the dock?
Yeah, absolutely. You've seen them,
Perfect.
They work for the same company you work for, so.
Great. Just gonna throw this out there. I know we want to probably go back there tonight, which I think Octavia was beginning to say. But if we want to get it in on it, we could probably stage a delivery of sorts to get inside with less suspicion of, if that makes sense.
That's a great idea, Bowman. How would we manage something like that? Would you be able to help?
Oh, I got a couple ideas. Well, first we get a carriage. I think
Okay.
Daniel probably could help out with this one.
Find him.
Love him.
Secondly, we get some uniforms. Maybe just something that kind of looks like it. The certain colors, whatever. Second, we get a box. We put that box on the cart. Some of us get in the box and goes in, and we whoever's driving the cart brings it into the yard. Then eventually we break out of the box. If we need, Ben, you said it was like big like horses that it's like a horse-drawn carriage, like.
Yeah, I mean these are very specifically like designed for transporting like large amounts of goods. So these are like huge wagons, like truly massive, like cargo carrying wagons that are usually pulled by like teams of like powerful draft horses.
If we want to be a little bit more convincing as well, because I know draft horses are a little bit hard to come by for rental, at least, I could have Hayes take the form of a war horse of sort. So, just an idea, just spitball it.
I could also transform Lexa if needed.
To a horse?
Sure.
Ooh.
I'm not sure that's within the purview of.
Are you sure?
Find familiar. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it says any animal.
Isn't it any small animal?
It's any small animal.
Damn it.
I would allow for any like tiny animals, but
Tiny horse.
Lexa could turn into a horse, then we could do minor illusion.
It
make
says
it look like a big horse.
seahorse.
Aw, cute.
Perfect.
How is that useful?
If you're getting an underwater campaign.
I guess, yeah.
would be a good familiar for another water campaign. I'd allow a flying seahorse as a familiar companion if somebody wanted that.
Yeah.
My new character idea.
It
Just the
moves
flying seahorse.
It moves around like it's underwater, so it just
Yeah.
bobs up and down.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe not the best at stealth because people will be like, what the fuck? Why is there a seahorse just flying around? But
great for confusion.
yeah, yeah.
So that's just an idea.
Direction.
Not necessarily should be plan A, but maybe plan G.
Plan G?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we normally
have A
even
through E?
do we normally even go with any of our plans?
No.
No, we're terrible at planning.
No, we are. Yeah.
I always offer plans to you guys.
Oh yes, and then we never
I
do
loved
that.
Penny's.
I will say, Penny Presswell, you are very good at planning out these things.
Thank you. I am.
Penny, what
Can
do
someone
you
remind
think?
me what it is we're going for, though?
I
We
would
don't
just like
know.
to know what the heck this
We're
magic
just looking for
Well,
some. We're just checking.
We
out
know they
the-
have. Yeah, getting any information really. But
They
we know
must be
specifically that Mystralath is doing those deals with watchful order over property. So it'd be interesting to see if they have actual documentation of those deeds and what that entails
Well,
and
so
why.
also illusion magic. They must be trying to hide
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
What if we took it away
The illusion magic.
just to see what it is?
Right. That's kind of what I
Yeah.
was planning to do.
I like that. We get in. However, whatever system we want, go to that warehouse, take it down, and just see what happens.
I
And be ready to get out quickly.
was gonna say, are we at all afraid that we'll run into that elf woman again from the Marivaldi's mansion?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I don't necessarily want to invite instances where we would run into her again. But
No,
also,
Definitely not.
I don't think they would like if we could play it. I feel like last time we just kind of made a mess of things.
Yeah.
At a certain point. So
Yeah.
if we kept it tidy, maybe we could avoid alerting the watchful order.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have to plan anything right now. We can wait for Belle, see what kind of information they can give us, and then maybe we're making it hard on ourselves. Maybe they'll be like, hey, my mom dropped the key to the warehouse and they're having a staff training, so everyone's got to the warehouse tomorrow. And then that'll be it.
See,
Yeah,
this is why
so-
my plan's plan G.
Right.
But we can meet up again once we have more information.
I'm gonna send. I mean, I think Lexa's there, but I'm gonna bring her back and then send a message to Belle.
Okay.
On the topic of the Watchful Order, trying not to keep their eyes on us. I think at this point it's probably safe to assume they probably know us, or keeping an eye at least on one of us.
Yeah, they're probably following us.
So I think we should probably stop meeting at the same spot all the time, just for the sake of the darlings, and Joyce.
Yeah.
For Joyce.
Yeah. I
Where
feel
can
like
we meet? We can meet at your place, Bowman.
You could meet in your tiny hut.
I mean, sure, it's kind of a magical dome thing that someone could probably see, but
Let's go in the middle of the street. All right, meeting in the tiny hut.
I'm just thinking it's portable. Change the
it
location.
is.
I also think that not necessarily a destination that we stay in one place. I mean, just saying, if you want to it's harder to hit a moving target than there is a stationary.
Are you implying we go camping?
We should get on a train.
I
could
was
do
more
our
saying we
deep
take a
hike.
walk. I was more saying we take a walk in the city of the city of dead.
Yeah, sure.
no. What?
The city of the dead is like Central Park.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like Central Park meets a cemetery. It's like Mount Hope Cemetery.
No, we cannot walk in a cemetery.
Yes, we
Why?
can. It's very good for us.
That's
Especially
disrespectful to the dead. We can't
They're
steam in a
supposed to be
cemetery.
walked in. They made that one just so
But we
that you
cannot
could walk through it.
scheme. We cannot scheme in a cemetery.
I have a question.
Why are the ghosts
You
listening?
have a question, yes.
Were the people who were buried in were they wealthy or were they poor?
Mostly wealthy, but
So it doesn't freaking matter if we scheme walking through their graves.
Everyone has a right to their
oh.
own respect and death. Janara is wealthy, but we still love her.
Also,
We're not walking over
there-
their graves.
there's a sign. Well, there's a path.
Yeah.
Like we're not. What?
It's still also, how would we hold our breath that long? Huh? Exactly.
Nobody
There
say
are no-
anything. Nobody say anything right now. I see a moment to get revenge. Penny, talk to me about your experience. How do you go into a graveyard?
Honestly, Artemis, it's an easy win. It's not a win. All right, just let it go. Just let
It's
it go.
not a win.
Penny,
Only
you
I've actually been to graveyards quite a bit, Artemis, actually. Yeah.
Penny, do
How
you
long
hold
did
your
you-
breath the entire
how long
time
can you
you're
hold your breath?
walking by a graveyard?
What?
Do you hold your breath the entire time you walk past
Yes.
the graveyard?
Every year when I visit my mom on birthdays and holidays and everything, I go to the graveyard, take a deep breath, sprint to her grave, leave the flowers, say, I love you, Mom, hope you're good, and then sprint back. Every time. Out of
Oh.
respect.
So you run in a graveyard, but you won't scheme.
Well, the running is so that I respect them by not breathing.
I think my suggestion may have just. We could. There's other parks. you
Yeah.
know,
Waterdeep times, Artemis's house, Bowman's house, Nyx's house.
Your house.
No, we can't do my house, guys.
Octavia's house.
Octavia's
Yeah.
house.
Octavia's house.
We can go to some other places. I'm not overly concerned just yet of us meeting here. Joyce may look like I know Joyce is a little bit older, but Joyce could probably kick all of our asses. I mean, she trained me.
As you're saying all this, Joyce bustles in to refill, and she's like, "That's very nice of you, Janara, dear. Yes, I did teach her all of her starting skills, but you've surpassed me by now, dear. Anyway, she
Okay.
refills your glasses.
Anyways,
We're here now.
The train yard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
what? Oh, do we want to go there tonight? Do we want
Yes.
to wait another time?
Let's
I'm gonna-
go tonight.
I don't think
The
it could hurt to scope it out.
The message that I sent to Belle was, did you get any like significant information that you could share in a letter right now? Otherwise, please meet me at my house tomorrow morning.
Okay. Yeah, nothing comes back right away, so you don't know if they've gotten your message yet.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to scope out the graveyard tonight?
The
What
graveyard,
could
no.
possibly go wrong?
Not the graveyard, the warehouse.
Train
yard.
excuse me.
Yeah.
We're going to the warehouse tonight.
Yeah.
Penny is exhausted.
All right. You all make your way back down to the train yard. You find the warehouse that Octavia sent. It's like right at the yes.
On our way there, can we stop by my house?
Yes.
See if my mom has made pie.
Sure. Yeah. You pop inside.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, dear. How are you doing?
I'm good. Have I introduced you to this gang of people?
You've
Kind
mentioned
of.
them before. Kind of. I
Met her on the
called
street
Jam.
that one time after
Right.
we found your brother-in-law.
Yep. Right. Yeah. So, just wanted to let you and Dad know we're gonna, go get drinks and stuff. I'll be home late or not. But just so that we don't go out on an empty stomach, do you happen to have any snacks that you could spare?
Oh, yes, I was making a pie for your friend, right?
Yeah.
She bustles over.
Bowman.
Huge for her pie as she comes out, hands it to you, Bowman. I was told that your favorite was blackberry.
Yep.
Oh,
She like reaches up on her tiptoes and like pats you on the arm. There you go, dear. I hope you enjoy it. If you want a piece now, you can. I've got some plates. You can cut into it now. If you
Yep.
want to come pick it up, take it home with you later, you can.
I'll stop on the way back. Could you just keep this? Don't worry about keeping it warm. Just
Okay. She sets it on like this center kitchen table. Would you like a piece now before you all go out on an empty stomach?
I'm okay. Thank you.
I grab muffins for us.
Okay, great.
Bowman's gonna kneel down to Nixon and go, at all costs, I will protect your mother, and whole family. If they get even a splinter, I will destroy anything that hurts them.
So all we
Same.
hear is splinter and destroy them.
Thank you, Bowman.
Great. You all have a quick muffin before you go out drinking, and then
thank you, Mrs. Leffrey. Don't worry, I'm the DD tonight, so they'll be home safe. Or they'll sleep at my house.
Oh, okay. Have a good night. You all leave.
DD.
What's a DD?
We don't have a carriage at all. Also, can Penny drive?
No.
Penny can do whatever she wants. She's an ace field reporter. She can assume any role she needs to.
Yeah, you all make your way down to the train yards where the warehouses are. Find the one that Octavia caught that brief bit of illusion magic from earlier. And you all sort of you're there at the fence. The warehouse is
probably
basically
like away from the fence. We're not like
okay. The warehouse is about 30 feet inside the fence. You do see that there's points of light around the train yard that move, which you assume are security doing like rounds. Nobody seems to be right in the immediate vicinity as far as you all can tell. But anybody who wants to can make a perception check to make sure.
Yeah, 4.
Unnatural 20.
Ooh, that's better
Nice.
than my 11.
Okay. Yeah, Penny, you look around, you don't see anybody nearby.
Is it possible for us to kind of hide by some buildings and then whoever can cast the magic can go up to the fence and do it just so we're not all over there? Or are we all?
Yeah, you can be across the street, like in the shadows
mean,
of a building or an
I
alley
can-
or something.
I can get rid of something 120 feet away.
Okay. So there's no need to be at the fence, right?
Oh, Penny told us that she's on their shit list, right?
No.
Penny mentioned the incident at the press conference,
Okay,
but did
Oh.
not mention what was on her pillow.
right. Okay.
I said you guys can't come to my house, so basically I told you everything. There you go.
Sure.
Sure.
I like how last episode was all being honest with each other and not having secrets.
Penny
Mhm.
immediately closed
Back
back
to
off.
So, I mean, if we hang in the shadows here, and
No, I mean, it's
I can
fine.
just get rid of something, and then, like, if it works, like, people are going to freak out, right? Unless it's hiding nothing. And then we'll know it's hiding nothing.
Just real
Right.
quick. Snip,
Mhm.
snap.
Can you put it back?
Okay, you cast, I assume, Dispel Magic.
I will be casting Dispel Magic. I'm waiting for consent from the rest of the party.
Oh, yay, Artie, you're learning.
Should we have a message for freedom on draft to send with Lexa just in case something goes bad fast?
I have the sending stone for her.
Yes.
Okay.
And also,
Let's
Lex
get
is
that
not,
ready just
not
in
here.
case.
Lexa's not back yet. She's still
Okay.
trying to find Belle.
But yes, we probably should have a message
Artemis.
to freedom.
Prepare.
Oh shit, under Cliff Ward now.
Freedom's like in the bath having a spa night, like a face mask, reading a bath bomb.
This is her.
Mom.
This is her. Her
Stirring the
one.
pot.
Her one day
Okay,
off.
so Artemis is casting Dispel Magic now, yes?
Is there anywhere that like we could get up on top of something to like have
Make
a
an
better
investigation check.
I'll help you.
Oh, okay. It's a 24.
24. You look around, there's no like nearby immediate roof access to any of these buildings here. That doesn't mean you couldn't like try to scale the outside of one of these buildings to climb up on one of the roofs, but there's no like easy way to get up on the roofs. You'd have to do it the old-fashioned way or with magic.
Real quick before Artemis does that, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Octavia
Okay,
just to give you +2 to your AC.
Aw,
great.
thank you.
Okay.
So let's all find shadows and hide. or
Yeah,
something.
make a group stealth check for me as you dip into the shadows. Just make sure you're
Ooh,
Alright.
natural 20.
next.
15.
Okay.
22.
Same. Thank you.
What did Octavia get?
6.
Great. Janara?
I got a nat 1. I'm trying to decide if I should use
You
a
got 5 successes versus
Okay.
that one is going to add 2 failures. So that'll be 3 failures. So that'll be a group success. You all managed
Okay,
to
great.
hide in the shadows in an alley across the street. Artemis, you cast a spell magic just at 3rd level, I assume.
That's all I got.
That's all you got. Okay, then I need
The highest I
you.
can do.
I need you to make a check
Yep.
using your spell casting ability modifier. Which is
Okay.
Charisma. So
Does this add if I pull out the, I mean, I didn't say it, but if I pull out the mandolin,
Yeah, that's fine.
it's a plus
you
one.
Can,
okay.
yeah, you can use. Yes, we'll say that works.
Okay. So normally I have a +4. Is that going to be a +5?
Yeah,
then?
total. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ah, not good. Wow. Simple math. 14.
14 does not quite do it.
I go.
Yeah, you feel the spell, like you get this like sense that the spell is your dispel magic is starting to work, but the spell like pushes back and the spell breaks. Or you're unable to break this illusion spell.
All right. It's stronger than I realized. Didn't work.
Can we try again?
Did anyone notice? Are there alarm bells going off? People running around?
Make a perception check.
Can we try again? Because I do have luck points. I just don't know if we'll really need them later.
Were we able to see anything happen when he cast the spell from far away?
No, you couldn't see anything happen when he cast the
Okay.
spell.
24 perception.
24, you look around, peek out, you don't see anybody, you don't hear anything.
All right.
Like from an outside perspective, nothing happened with the spell. The only reason Artemis knows that it fought back is because he was the one casting his spell magic. So he got sort of like an arcane sense of what was happening.
Can we try again?
I mean, I can. This wears me out a little.
Oh, well then we don't have to.
Use a luck point.
But I can.
I still have one more.
It's too late to burn a luck point for that, as we already
No,
figured out
okay.
what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
I mean, I could. I've still got all my second and first level spell slots.
If I got close, I could send an invisible hand at it and see like if it's an illusion of a wall that's not there, or
I could also do that.
just like see if it
How
runs
far
into
can you
anything.
send a thing?
30 feet.
30 feet. You got to get right up on the fence.
It's up to you.
I could shoot my rifle at it and see if the bullet goes through the wall.
No. I could blink my way over to it.
That's true.
We could turn someone invisible and climb over and go check it out.
I just don't. Does it seem like there's electricity buzzing through this fence?
Ben, real quick, that roll that Artemis had to roll, that wouldn't be considered a saving throw, right?
No.
Okay, never mind.
At about this time, group of guards walks past the perimeter of the fence, keeps going. They don't seem to notice you because you see on your stealth check, but you just
We should ask one of them what the wall is.
Just patrolling the yard, and eventually they round the corner and leave your line of sight.
Were they talking about anything?
Didn't seem like it, not from here, not that you could tell.
Well, that was just a patrol. Most likely someone won't be back for a little bit if we want to do something now. If you want to get close and try and poke something.
How high is the fence?
Oh, like 15 feet tall. It's a really tall fence.
Okay. So even if someone did turn invisible, it would be pretty hard for them to get over the fence.
Unless they were thrown over.
Could I get through the fence if I am on the ethereal plane?
Yes, you absolutely could get through the fence if you were on the ethereal plane.
Okay.
Can you turn invisible as well?
If I'm on the ethereal plane, they can't see me.
But like when you blink over there.
When I blink
Oh,
back,
see what
they'll
you're
be
saying.
able to see me.
Okay, yeah. But can you also be invisible for when
No.
you go over there, or do you not have that?
I don't have that.
I mean, if I burn a lot of things, I can do I can hop over there, turn invisible, check things out. But it burns a lot of my abilities.
How long
I
are you
could do
in
it.
the ethereal plane for, Octavia?
Like 6 seconds at a time.
Seconds each time.
Okay.
Could you go? And if it's could you go? And if it's oh, too
But it's
too threatening, I guess. Could you come back easily?
it's not super easy to control. It's the magic itself is a little bit touchy. It doesn't always work. Even an expert can't do it perfectly every time.
Because what if you blink over there and you end up in the middle of like a staff meeting?
No, I can go.
You love these staff meetings.
No, so I can see like what's on the regular plane of existence while I'm there, right? Like I can see, but it's kind of like in shadow.
Okay.
But
Could you
but I can only move 10 feet at a time.
Yeah, Octavia has control about where she shows up. The part that she doesn't have control over is if she blinks back into the ethereal plane or not.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
If you
Are we
blinked into
wearing
the
masks?
No.
no.
Yes.
Quick technical question for the DM. If I cast darkness on Octavia, does that apply over to the ethereal plane?
Like if I used blink while under the spell darkness also.
That's a great question. I have no clue. However, what I will say is that whenever Octavia blinks back onto the material plane, regardless of if the darkness goes to the ethereal plane or not, there would just be like an orb of impenetrable darkness just like traveling with her.
That's terrifying.
That's awesome.
I feel like blink is maybe too risky.
Could
Could
if
we just-
Octavia blinked, could she see
Blunked.
Uh-huh.
could
The
she
proper verb.
see the like see through the illusion on the while she's in the ethereal plane? Like just here?
Yeah.
Possibly. Not sure.
I don't know.
It lasts a minute. So
What's really stopping us from just breaking down the fence?
Because we don't want the watchful order.
Guys, it is. Oh my god.
Penny.
What are we doing?
Who votes Octavia?
What are we doing, gang?
Octavia, do you want to?
I want to blink. I want to blink all the way over there.
Great.
Oh
you
my
cast
God.
blink on yourself.
I will
Yeah.
keep watch and ready a message to tell her to get the fuck out. Get the fuck
Okay.
out.
Okay.
Okay, first roll. I am not on the ethereal plane.
Okay.
I'm standing next to the fence.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way over there, just physically, just meandering along the street. When time has passed, go ahead, roll again.
Can we
13.
clarify now? Are we wearing masks?
No.
If you want to be wearing your masks, you can wear your masks because they're just a piece of cloth that you throw over your face. So,
Okay.
Let's
And we
let's do it. Let's do it. Bandit masks on.
I got a 13, so I'm now blinked onto the ethereal plane. I will use this to move 10 feet towards the inside of the fence.
great. Great.
Cross.
Can you
through the
see
fence.
anything?
So, while on the ethereal plane, let me double check the details about this spell. So one thing I will say is, based on the blink spell, that it does seem like that wall is actually there. There is actually a wall there. Okay, it doesn't say anything about being able to see through solid objects. So you can't like see through the wall, but you know that the wall is there. There is actually a wall there. So that is not what the illusion magic is doing.
Okay.
What if the illusion is just like a better paint job? We spent all this time.
They didn't want to pay a painter.
They didn't want to pay, so they're just like, help it up.
Yeah.
The intern fucked up on the bricklaying.
So since this spell lasts for a minute and then I get to blink every 6 seconds, I get
Yeah.
10 turns to
Yeah.
get there and back.
Yeah.
I can go 10 feet at a time, so I should be able to make it to the wall and back.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If I keep blinking properly.
If you keep blinking properly, yes. Yeah, third round of blink then.
Nat 20.
Great. Yeah, move 10 more feet closer. We'll say you can get up to the wall in another, the next round, regardless if you blink or not.
Okay. 16.
Okay, you get right up to the wall.
Remove curse won't work probably. And counterspell is a reaction only. What the hell am I doing here?
Can you walk
Investigate.
through it? If it's an illusion.
The wall is not an illusion. That is what we've
Wall
confirmed.
is-
The wall has an
Gotcha.
illusion magic cast on it,
Yeah.
but the wall is physically there.
Gotcha.
Investigate it.
Yeah, can I just try to see if I can tell what's going on with it, or do I need to cast a?
Make an Arcana check for me. We'll see what you can get. I will say this won't give you necessarily anything super specific. You'd have to burn and identify to get the
Okay.
specific details. But
19.
19. As you sort of examine the wall, you're trying to gauge. The wall's actually there. It's not affecting anything visually with the wall. The illusion here is affecting one of the other senses. It's not affecting sight. The wall
Stinky wall.
is visually there, is visually, physically there. So, yes, Octavia, you are at the wall. The wall is solid. It is there. You have a real wall in front of you. One thing I did forget to mention, and I apologize, it was me overlooking. There is an exterior door on this side of the building. You assume that it's a back door. It's kind of down at the opposite end of the wall that you're at right now. But
How far?
let me double check my map. Because that's how I forgot to mention it in the first place. Because I didn't double check my map. I'd say about 80 feet away from you. This is a huge building.
Okay. So I read through the blink spell. And it says I can. Oh, but I have to be able to see. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is you could theoretically go through the wall if you could see the other side of the wall.
But I can't, so I can't go there.
Right.
Okay.
That's why you could pass through the fence, but you can't pass through the wall.
Right, that makes sense. I'm going to dismiss the spell
Okay.
and run for the door.
Okay. Great. I'm gonna luck check to see if the security comes around while you're running for the door.
Do we
They
see
do not.
Octavia? Okay.
Yes, I would be visible at this point. As soon as I dismiss the spell, I'm
Mhm.
next to the building.
Yeah, you all see Octavia up here, and then just start sprinting down the wall.
Can I stealthily run
Is something
to
wrong?
her?
Is something wrong? Why are you running?
Yeah, you get message from Artemis. Why are you running?
Why are
I'm
you running?
trying to get inside.
Oh, but everything's okay.
Yeah, it's not a visual spell. It's something else.
Can I run?
You can run or you can be stealthy.
Can I stealthily try to get over to her?
Well,
You're
I
on
could
the
say
other
you
side of
could
that.
follow along stealthily in the shadows, but to get over her, that would involve a check to get either over or through or under the fence. So, but you can make a
I can
stealth
get over
check
the
to
fence. Okay.
follow along at least.
Okay.
Um,
At least. 19.
19. Yeah, you follow along in the shadows just to stay level with Octavia. Octavia, you make it to the door. What do you want to try to open it?
I want to listen first.
Okay, make a perception check.
14.
You do not hear anything.
I want to test the handle and try to get inside.
Handle is locked. The door is locked.
How far away from the fence is Octavia right now?
I mean, the fence and the wall run parallel. So anywhere along the wall is about 30 feet away from the fence. But the spot that you all were like at, where you were hiding across the street, is like 80 feet down from where the door is.
Can I follow Janara and stealth
Yep.
closer?
Yep.
Because I can see that she's having trouble with this lock. It's a 9.
Well,
Um,
yeah, you just kind of like trip and step out into the middle of the street, and you like duck back into the alley to recover, but you know you need to take a moment before you try to go down there.
I'm just gonna whisper shout to Artie. Artie, can you tell her that I can unlock the door in a second? But I just messed up, so I can't go yet.
can I try to unlock the door myself?
Do you have thieves' tools?
Nope, never mind.
Nyx is maybe on her way. She sounds a little breathless, a little flustered, but I think she's all right. She can unlock it, or try to, I think. Should we come with you?
No, stay where you are. We don't need more people getting involved right now. I'll ask you for help if I need it. I don't want to call more attention. Is what I meant to say, and not.
Sounds good. Thumbs up.
If you have some other creative means you want to try to get through the door, by all means, look through your inventory and see if you have a creative way that you can attempt to get through the
I'm
door.
trying to figure something out.
Good question. How far away is Octavia from the rest of the group?
I don't know. Do some trigonometry and tell me what the diagonal
33
angle is on a
squared
30
plus
and a
80 squared plus 50 squared.
30. Well, no, because you're
No.
it's 30 feet away from the fence plus an additional however far away you are in the alley.
73 square root of 73.
Stay in schools, kids.
Yeah.
Stay in school.
What
Cool.
is the square root of 73?
I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. She's like 100 feet away from you or something.
She is 85 feet away from us.
Plus a little bit because you're not right up at the fence. So
Gotcha.
I'm closer.
probably about
right?
100 feet. You're much closer.
You guys.
No,
Okay.
850 feet.
Okay.
80.
If necessary, could I run and jump the fence in my 40 movement?
Yeah, I mean you're a monk. I'd have you make probably an acrobatics check to clear the fence, but yeah,
I get +6, so I'm not too worried.
yeah, go for it.
I'm not doing it yet. Just if
Okay.
I realize she's
Oh,
in
Eva,
trouble, I just
I
want
have-
to be close.
I had a +6 on my stealth and I got a 9. So
That's true. I mean,
Is the doorway like inset at all, or is it like flat with like flush with the wall?
I'll roll for it.
Oh, okay.
Do you want it to be flush or do you want it to be inset?
I want it a little bit inset.
Okay, so then 11 to 20 is it's a little inset. 1 to 10 is it's flush.
Okay.
That's a 7. It's flush.
Okay. So if it's flush, it means it's probably gonna open out. Can I tell? Is it open in or out?
It's open out. I'm gonna roll again to see if there's another patrol coming around. Ah,
yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
that didn't count. I dropped it. I didn't roll.
Okay.
This is about to get so weird.
No patrols. No patrol yet.
Can I attempt another stealth yet?
Go for it.
Damn it! That was an
Right,
8.
So that pie.
luck.
Luck. Cool.
Luck. I'm burning all the luck before we maybe fight something.
Yep.
11.
You don't like trip
Just
out
walk
into
it at
the
this
alley,
point.
but you just kind of walk down the fence.
Yeah.
You're not like super well hidden.
Cool. I'm
Right,
gonna
you
cast Mage Hand and send my thieves' tools with it.
Okay,
Try to unlock the door.
great. Yeah, you send your thieves' tools across. Go ahead and make a thieves' tools check.
Not with that one.
Yeah, use a different die. Yeah, Octavia,
Is this-
Nyx's thieves' tools just like float in the air in front of you, and
Do not accomplish their goal because I rolled another 9.
Jesus
Alright.
you
Christ.
see them go in and just doesn't quite work. But you've got thieves' tools on your side of the fence now.
So can I try them? Can I like take them,
Yeah, you can make an
Out of the
untrained
air?
thieves' tools check.
which is at disadvantage?
Not disadvantage, but you don't get to add your proficiency. This is just a dexterity check, basically.
Okay, so it's roll plus dex.
Roll plus dex.
18.
Wow. I'll say that you
Nick's
you
just
take
kind of-
you take the thieves' tools over. They're already like jammed in the lock and had started undoing some of the tumblers. You just like grab them because you're closer, so you can like see it better, and you just sort of like help guide Nyx's invisible mage hand to finish unlocking it. So a real team effort. Yeah.
Okay, I would it opens out, so I would like to pull the door open 1 inch
Okay. You
so
pull
I
the
can
door.
see inside and hear inside.
Yep. As you open the door 1 inch, immediately you hear some a variety of noises. Sounds like animals.
Hmm. From the
I
nature
would-
preserve?
Go ahead and make a perception check as you peek in through the crack.
Perception, not my best. 12.
Okay. 12. So you peek in. It's hard with this angle. You can't get much of a good line of sight on anything in there because the angle that the door opens out on, it like opens towards a wall. So you're kind of like looking at a wall. So you can't really see anything, but you do hear those noises.
Okay. I'm gonna message Janara and say I think they're keeping some sort of animals in here. Come in for backup.
Okay, I'm gonna run and jump the fence.
And make an acrobatics check. I just rolled for another security. They're not in the area yet.
Wow.
Security's having a training.
25.
25. You run, jump, grab onto the fence, kind of like spring over and land perfectly. 10 out of 10. And join Octavia at the door.
Okay. I think we should go in.
Let's go.
Okay.
So we'll
Should-
close the door behind us.
Yep. You go in, close the door behind you. You turn to look. First thing you notice, pile of crates kind of like diagonally across from the door, and like leaning up against them is like an old dusty mirror in the low light. So you see that. And then just behind that pile of crates, you see a cage. And Janara, you can't see really well in here unless you turn on your flashlight. But Octavia, with your dark vision, you can see inside this cage, probably it's a very, very big cage, but not big enough for the 2 owl bears inside.
Holy crap.
Who like are like shuffling, and there's like not quite enough room for them. As you look around, again, this is a huge space. You are against the door comes in right against one wall. You saw the building went on a little further past past where that door is. So there's the wall on your left-hand side. You see 2 more doors, as well as, like I said, this huge space that sprawls to your right and in front of you. And you can see your dark vision only extends out to 60 feet. So you can't see everything, but you can see the shadows of several more cages with animals inside.
Okay.
Do you want to take some time to sort of explore the space, or?
Yes, I'm also gonna message to, let's see, who do I want to message? I'm gonna message Artie.
Okay.
They have owl bears in here. Probably more animals.
Do I get the message?
Yes. I think.
120 feet.
I don't know trigonometry. We'll say.
Yes.
Well,
We're
no. It can't go through. It can't go through wood and walls
Oh yeah, depending on the.
if you're inside a building.
That's right.
Unless there's an opening somewhere.
Let me
unless
look
we
at
don't
the
care
exact
about that.
details because the thickness of the.
You can
wall.
cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it's beyond the barrier.
Ah,
Oh, incredible.
there it is.
I also like the idea that it was just bad reception.
It sounds a little scratchy, but it still gets through.
The message is just a lot of animal noises.
Actually, though, I will say the message does not reach Artemis, though, for a different reason.
For magical
Because of
reasons.
the magic.
Shoot. Yep.
Does Octavia realize that though?
Well, he didn't respond, and Artemis usually responds.
Always. A squeak, a comment, something.
Nothing if not diligent to his friends.
Yes.
Does it seem
So can I
like-
crack the door open just a little bit and send again?
Yeah.
Okay.
That time it goes through.
Oh, hello, animals. What do you want us to do? I'm not sure we can actually join, all of us.
We'll look around and contact you if needed. Please keep watch for the guards.
All right.
Can I leave the door cracked?
Did you say what kind of animals?
And
We're talking like puppies?
all I can see are 2 owl bears.
And you could theoretically, within your dark vision, see other animals, but they're hard to see beyond the owl bear cage.
Right. I haven't moved around yet.
Right. You haven't moved around yet. Exactly.
I would like to keep the door cracked, like
Okay. Yeah.
very slightly,
Okay.
so I can keep messaging.
We're gonna let's call that a stealth check, but instead of dexterity, use intelligence
Ooh, okay.
to try to like close it at an exact right distance that would be hard to notice, but still leaves a gap.
Natural 1.
Yikes. Yeah, you leave the door open like several inches.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Does Artemis share that information with Bowman and Penny and whoever
Yeah.
else is there?
Is Nick's might be around, but yeah, I'm gonna share.
And Nick's come back.
Hey, is that like a common like circus animal, or is that like an illegal trade animal?
Is this like we're building an animal army?
Does this seem like based on that information, does that seem like, oh, sure, beasts would be transported via train, or is that a
The circus is coming to town.
Beasts would typically be transported by train. An owl bear would not typically be found in a circus.
a really bad circus?
No.
With that information, I'm gonna roll
Huh.
a stealth check for Bowman.
Okay.
He's gonna do some elaborate stuff. He's gonna
Okay.
take his crowbar.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna take his 50 feet of rope, tie it to
Okay.
one end, and kind of
Okay.
grapple hook it over the fence. He's gonna try
Okay.
and climb the fence.
Okay, so
Can't
make a
Nick
st-
mage hand it?
Mhm.
Huh?
Can't
Oh,
Nick
yeah.
just mage hand it?
Yeah. I'll pick it up.
Wait, if Penny sees this, she'll be like, "Don't do that!" but not yelling, but like, "Don't do that."
All right. For stealth, that was a 19.
Okay, so you're able to get closer, and then Nyx can use the mage hand to like pull the crowbar over and secure it somewhere. I would say probably like wedge it under the fence as like a good anchor point.
Anyone want to come along?
Sure.
She did say, I mean, yes. She said to stay back.
No,
So
I
let's
didn't.
go. You didn't?
Oh my god.
Not specifically.
Oh, right. Artemis. Bowman's just gonna open his trench coat a little bit and just says, "Step inside."
I said watch for the security guards.
Yeah, wait, who's gonna message Octavia if the security guards come? I don't have the message spell.
I'll stay over here.
Brace
I can get
yourself.
to the other side of the fence if I need to get. I can poof
You're
there.
gonna put them in the hole.
In the
That'll
hole.
kill me, you realize.
Nope. It's not gonna be closed. And you have air for 10 minutes.
I'm gonna stay on this side of the fence.
No, you put your friends in an interdimensional hole.
My God.
I am gonna go. I don't think I'll go in the coat, but I will also go across.
Okay, so Nyx and Bowman are going over to join. Penny,
Just
are
the
you
dream
going?
team,
or-
Artie and Penny left.
Yeah, I'm just keeping watch.
Okay, Penny and Artemis, you stay hidden on the other side, keeping watch. The other two of you, the dream team.
Penny and
Bowman-
Artemis have one brain cell together.
Yeah, Bowman and Nyx, I'd like you to make athletics checks for me to get over the fence.
Which dice is not going to screw me over?
It was an 18. I get +6 to athletics. It's pretty
So
good.
far, so good with security.
17.
17. Yeah. Okay, the two of you are able to clamber over the fence.
I will stage whisper, Nyx,
Yes.
you can do it. I believe in you.
Thank you.
And have an inspiration for the next 10 minutes.
There you go. You can re-roll an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Or add a
Not a re-roll,
D8.
sorry. That's
D8.
DM inspiration. Add a D.
D8.
Yes, the two of you go over and follow through the door to where Octavia and Jadar are waiting just inside.
Before we go into the building, I'm gonna cast Find Steed.
Okay.
And just have Hayes just be around, just as an extra set of eyes, really.
Okay. Inside,
Outside.
outside.
Yep.
Are you casting it with like inside the fence or outside the fence?
I'm gonna say Hayes is gonna hang out by the door.
Okay. Got a guard dog just standing outside the door.
Cool.
An animal escaped.
Yeah. Great. So
Yeah.
you all are inside now. What would you like to do?
Investigate.
Great.
Yes.
Anybody who wants to make an investigation check as you're sort of patrolling this room. One thing I will say, as you're moving about this space, you see a number of cages set up here. The really big one you found right close to the back door that you came in through did have 2 owl bears in it. There's also a couple cages with deer in them, some cages with elk, some cages with some just normal bears, both black bears and grizzly bears. You find one cage with a displacer beast in it. As you're going around, you do see one cage, one of the larger cages, seems to just have like a tree in it.
Nice. It's dark right in this.
It
warehouse,
is dark
right?
in this space, yes.
All right. I'm assuming the animals like the bears and the deer may have a little bit better vision in the dark. So is it safe to assume they know that we're here?
Yeah, they know that you're here. Some of them look up at all of you as you come in. Some of them are like banging against the cages that they're in as they see you walking past.
Bowman wants to go up to the owl bear cage and just do an animal handling check.
Okay.
I just want to see if they are friendly or not.
Okay.
Should I
I'm
do
sure
one
they
for,
are in that cage.
should I do one for each bear?
Just make one animal handling.
All right, that was plus
You
2,
lose a hand.
21.
21. Yeah, you go up to the fence, you try to get the owlbear's attention. It comes over. It doesn't like snap at you or anything, but it doesn't seem to like, it doesn't seem aggressive towards you in this moment, which is kind of the best you could hope for with an owlbear. It's not particularly like friendly towards you, but it's not outright aggressive. And you do notice as you're able to get a better look at it, it looks unhealthy. Feathers and fur falling out. It doesn't look like it's been fed enough recently.
Am I able, so with the 20, I think I said 21, able to reach it and do a lay on hands on whichever one came closer?
Sure. Yeah, you can certainly do that. It recoils a little bit, but as you lay your hand, it relaxes and you extend it. You heal it a little bit. It's not back to perfect health, but you seem to ease some of its burden.
They're starving, these animals.
And you notice, as Bowman points that out, the rest of you do notice as you're exploring the space, the other animals look not great.
Is there any indication of like where they're from?
Or where they're headed?
Yeah.
None of the cages have any markings on them.
Would they know what the animals would be native to? Like what kind of habitat? Like are these from very far away?
Someone would have to make a nature check.
Could I check the crates themselves, not the cages of the animal, like the crates?
Yeah. And who made an investigation check before?
I did. It wasn't great.
Okay. But you can make an investigation check. What did you get, Janara?
I got a 19.
19. Okay. So, Janara, as you're going around the room, you find sort of at the far, like on the far right wall is a set of double doors that are locked that seem to be going into another side room. At sort of far opposite end of the huge main warehouse room is a huge like sliding like bay door that is like chained and locked closed, as well as along that same wall a couple more side rooms that are locked. So you've got you've got a lot of locked doors in here. I will also say you also know you stroll by that cage with the tree in it a couple times and you're like, why the hell would there just be a tree in a cage? I just say with a 19 intelligence, that does attract your interest, I will say.
For the crates.
For the crates. So you go over to the
16.
16. Yeah, you go back over to the crates, like right by where you came in, leaning against the owlbear cage. You sort of shift things out of the way. You take this like big standing mirror that was leaning there, and you kind of move it off to the side as you examine these crates. The crates are unmarked. You pop open, Bowman could probably help you with his crowbar to pop open one of these crates. As you open one of the crates, you find just various I would say like hunting supplies, bear traps, snares, lures, all those sorts of things. The other thing I will mention too, all of you are in here, it smells awful. Clearly this place hasn't been cleaned recently. However, I would like everybody in the room to make a perception check to see if you can pick up any particular smells. Other than just general animal.
18?
19?
22.
18.
18, 22.
17.
Nyx was the only one who rolled high enough to get something besides just the smell of urine and dung.
She's
I'm
so
used to
low to
those.
the ground.
Floor.
Nyx, you you're from a not great part of town. You smell smells of urine and dung
Those
quite
are normal.
frequently. But you smell some other less pleasant smells on occasion too. And there is just the hint underneath this of a bad smell. And you're trying to put your finger on it, and then it strikes you that there's also a smell of rotting corpses. In particular, coming from beneath three of the side rooms.
Ooh.
Two on the left-hand wall, left-hand based on where you came in. Two of the doors on the left-hand wall, as you do sort of a more thorough investigation. Two of the doors on the left-hand wall, you definitely smell that coming from. And one of the doors on the opposite wall from where you came in.
Has anybody checked those rooms?
No.
No, why?
I smell dead people.
Oh.
As Nick says that, I'm gonna cast Divine Sense, and I just want to see if we can find any undead.
No, not at this time.
Not at this time.
Can I
Have
cast?
to be vague and mysterious.
Nicely put.
I know it's gonna take a while, but I would like to cast Detect Magic
Okay.
inside. And
Yeah. Yeah. You cast Detect Magic. You get the illusion from the walls again, but this time you're on the inside of it. You feel like you already kind of figured out what the deal was there. The cages do have a series of powerful abjuration spells placed on them.
to keep the animals in, probably. Because
Jeez.
Janara, that tree is still sticking in your mind from that intelligence check.
Yeah, I want to
investigation
go look
check
at
you did.
it.
This fucking
was there
tree.
anything on the tree that was magic? Like, could I have gone through the whole thing? Like, the whole room?
I mean, some of the creatures in here have some inherent magic to them.
Right.
So you get some of that from some of these creatures as well, and I would say a little bit from the tree.
Magic tree? What kind of magic on the tree?
It doesn't have a specific school in the way that like any entity born with magic wouldn't necessarily have a specific school of magic associated with them. They just have magic innately in them.
That makes sense.
Can I go up to the tree and see if it moves, and if it doesn't, can I reach it and touch it?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to move, but then you reach in and like touch it, and as you do, it shifts and turns. And as it does, as it's shifting, you see that some of its roots move like legs, and some of its branches move like arms. And as it turns to face you, it's like branches and leaves like scraping against the bars of the cage as it turns, and a face appears in the bark and looks down at you and says, "Get away from me!"
I'm here to help. How do I help? How do I get you out of here?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Real quick, Hayes is doing a perception roll, and he got an 18. Just to, if he sniffs out the guards.
Okay. Doesn't. Well, let me roll for the guards.
I have a
Nope, they haven't looped back around yet. Cool.
I have a small question. I don't know if it's if I can ask, but would I be able to know, would these animals be native to the forest that they're trying to get the coal from?
Make a nature check.
I really think you would love camping.
17?
I don't want to camp.
17. At least some of them are native to there. Maybe all of them. You're not 100% sure. But some of these creatures are definitely native from the forest. from Crypt Garden National Forest.
I said
They're
that like 10
cryptograms.
minutes ago.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Penny's not in the warehouse.
I know, but
No,
I
we're
said it
talking
to the
about
group
camping.
like, would they know? And then Ben was like, they'd have to make a nature check. And then everyone said, I want to investigate the crates. And I said,
I'm sorry, Penny.
Anyway, Jinara, 13. This tree person doesn't seem to trust you. I mean, he's clearly very, he's like, it's a trick. It's a trick. Just like.
Hold on. I know it probably doesn't want me to touch it.
Does it seem particularly hostile?
Doesn't seem hostile. It seems scared.
I'm casting friends on it.
No, because then it'll attack you afterwards.
Only if it's. Oh, well, it's in a cage.
It will know that you cast friends on it. It can make it can decide whether it trusts you or not itself after the spell wears off.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on it?
Yeah, you reach in, you cast Cure Wounds, and you do like some of the pieces of, this cage is clearly not big enough for this entity. So it's like pressed right up against the cage and you're able to reach in and some of the branches mend and stuff.
You don't have to trust me. Just like, how do I get you out of here? Do you know?
I don't know. These cages are sturdy. Nyx, are you still trying to cast friends?
I'm gonna go up to it, the tree.
Okay.
I'm not gonna cast friends yet because it seems like Janara is getting somewhere.
Okay.
Dead people smell.
I'm gonna investigate that. That's like I'm distracted right now. But I'm like, tree, dead people, tree. How long have you been here?
I don't know. A few days, I think.
Where did you come from? We're not part of whatever brought you here.
Make another persuasion check for me. Well, your turn to make a persuasion check, I guess.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I can figure out what's on the cages?
It wouldn't get you anything more than what Octavia already uncovered with detect magic.
I got a 23.
23. I am Pine Stride. I care for and protect Crypthaven and the creatures that live there.
That's what we were afraid of. Are all of these creatures from Crypthaven?
Yes.
Do you know who captured you?
Group of dangerous people have been poaching in the forests for several weeks. I tried to stop them, but when I tried to confront them, they turned into powerful wolves and felled me in battle and captured me and brought me care.
Are they druids?
Evil druids.
Werewolves.
Do you know why I smell rotting flesh coming from over there?
I do not know. I sense death in here too, but I have not I have not seen. I have not seen any dead bodies myself.
All right. Now, I can't necessarily get rid of the magic on your cage, but I'm going to do my best to unlock something. So if I poke you, I apologize. I am trying very hard to see if I can get you out.
Yeah, go ahead and make a thieves' tools check. Pretty high DC.
Yeah. I'm going to use my inspiration regardless, unless it's just shit, and then it's not worth it.
Sam, can you remind me
It's
what
shit.
Hayes got for his perception?
You got an 18.
18. Okay, thank you. I just need to know for.
I got a 2 on the die.
Luck. Last luck point.
Okay, that's a 17 plus. No. Yeah, 17 plus 4, 21.
It takes the lock is very difficult. Clearly, there's something magical about it, and you're about to give up. In the very last second, you manage to pop part of the lock, and
Oh, I did it. Okay, now don't get up like too quick or anything like that, because we're trying not to attract attention.
you open like a whole side of the cage swings open, and he lumbers out into a space. He's very large, so like you and Janara have to move out of the way as he fills basically the space between his cage and some of the cages across the way.
You're a giant.
Do you think you're strong enough to help us break open these other cages so we can get you all out?
How are we going to get them back?
I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Steal. Train.
I am powerful if you can help me get to the edge of the city. I can shepherd
Well, we're pretty
these creatures
close.
back home.
Yeah.
We're pretty close to the edge of the city, but there's a lot of people like outside this building that are not cool with this happening.
Can I stealth outside and try to like get Artie's attention without other people seeing?
You can certainly try. While Janara is doing that, what's everybody else doing? Janara, make a stealth check.
I kind of want to check one of these rooms that have dead people in it.
Yeah, me too.
The doors are locked, so either
magically locked or
they seem to be just normally locked.
Great. I assume they're in like we're in a warehouse. I assume that's like it's in a building. What's in the warehouse? Kind of like it's another room of the warehouse.
It's
right?
another room of the warehouse. Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna do. Would that be just a strength check, or do you want me to do like athletics to break
Athletics to break open one of these doors.
I was gonna try a spell on it.
You can try that for another. There are 3 doors that Nick smelled like bodies coming out.
I think a 24 can finagle this.
Yeah, you bust open one of these doors. We'll say it's one of. So the 2 doors on the left wall had this smell, and then one of the 2 doors into side rooms on the wall opposite where you came in had this smell. You bust open the door for the side wall. As you look in, bunch of dead bodies in here.
Ooh.
Smells awful in varying stages of decay. Go ahead.
Can I make a nature check to see how decayed they are?
That would be more of a medicine check. You can go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
That was a 16.
Okay. 16. you they're in varying stages. Some of them are fresher than others. Basically, some of them are several weeks old. Some of them maybe just a couple of days. Also make an intelligence check for me, or an investigation check for me, excuse me, as you're looking over these bodies.
Me or Octavia as well?
If Octavia is at the same door as you, then Octavia can help. But if you went to a different door, Octavia, so just you, Bowman.
Okay, investigation. I have no plus to my investigation.
Sorry, man.
That was a 15.
15. They seem to be wearing clothes that would be typically worn by people constructing rail lines.
Great.
It is a very dangerous job to construct rail lines.
I am going to grab 6 of them, derobe them, and throw their clothes into my portable hole.
Okay. Yeah, these clothes are badly tattered and they smell real gross, but you have them. Octavia, you went to a different door. Did you go to another one of the bad smelling doors, or did you go to one of the other doors?
Did I see what Bowman found?
Sure, if you want to have.
But I'm gonna go for a different door because I'm
Okay.
scared of the finding the exact same
Yeah.
thing.
So
And
the
I would
door
like-
the door next to Bowman was not one of the ones that Nyx identified as smelling corpses through.
Uh-huh.
It's
would
also
like-
locked.
Yes, I would like to attempt to lightning lure the door towards me.
I'll say that works. That's a great use of that
Fuck
spell.
yeah. Holy shit.
Ooh.
Blast of electricity goes through the lock and wrenches the door open. You find a small office in here. In this office, you find there's a bunch of papers on this desk and stuff. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
19.
19. As you do, as you look through this desk, you find a log with an intake of these creatures, an inventory of these creatures. You find several previous pages that also have notes about creatures, but these ones have been moved out as buyers have been found for them.
Hey.
So this seems to be the latest batch. Nyx, what are you doing? And we'll get back to you in a second, Janara.
Can I take pictures
Yes.
of like everything?
You can take pictures of everything. You take photographs of everything.
Octavia has photographic evidence of everything they have seen this evening, and the dead bodies also, and she hates it.
We can reprise the Octavia Takes Photographs song from what, episode 2?
Yes.
Pics of dead guys and shit that slaps.
Oh my god.
Nyx, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna. There were 4 doors total, or there were.
There were 5 side room doors.
Okay.
4 of them were just single doors, and then one on the right wall was like a double door.
Okay.
That you're guessing, you don't know what that leads to, but it's
might be
clearly
the
not
outside
this.
door.
Maybe.
Okay.
There's also a big, a huge, sliding door as well.
I'm figuring we're gonna need as many ways out of this place as possible, because once the tree leaves, we're not stealthy anymore, or the bugbears, or most of the other animals in here.
Speaking of which, Pine Stride is pummeling on some of these cages to try to get them open.
Good thing it's soundproof in here.
Is that his name or is that his type of being?
That's his name.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Wow, how rude.
I just wanted clarification.
No, Pine Stride is his name.
I'm gonna try to unlock the double doors.
Okay, make a Thieves' Tools check.
18.
18. You open the doors, another room with some general crates. Back to Janara. What did you get on your stealth check?
18.
18. So you peek outside, you like catch Artemis's eye, wave to him.
Message.
And another time, Dagrin and I were, in a boat together. We were going down, and he thought it would be really funny.
Nara's
He hit
too
me
stuffy.
overboard with a paddle, and then he kept pushing me under the water.
I
right?
cannot be your therapist, Artie. I cannot be your therapist.
No. All I'm saying is, it takes the right
I
people
apologize
to
for
go
your
camping, but
childhood.
it's
I
really
know it was
fun.
sad, but I cannot do this. I can't do this. Oh, Janara, I think Janara is trying to get your attention.
Hey, what's up? How's everything going?
So is it 25 words? Is message 25
Oh
words?
no, you can just say
sending.
whatever the
That's
fuck you
sending.
want.
Oh,
said it,
great.
right?
Okay. So, there's a bunch of dead people.
Ooh.
We're about to break out a lot of animals. We'll probably need you in here in case we get attacked, but also probably could use a distraction outside. Lots of shit is about to go down. I think we could use help.
Penny and I will be there momentarily.
Great.
I relay that to
Who?
Penny.
I know you're not talking about me. I know you're
We're
not
going
talking about
in.
me.
We're going in.
No,
Yeah,
we're
you-
not.
Listen,
We're not
you
going
and
in.
me, backs against the wall, against the
I
whole
can't
world.
get over that fence. I cannot
Oh.
get over that fence.
I mean, I can't either, but we can figure it out, right?
Get over
I mean, is Bowman's rope still there?
No.
No,
Ah,
Bowman
fuck.
would not have left the rope there.
Do I have a rope? Wait, who did I give the rope trick dagger to?
Not me.
Do I still have it?
I don't think
I have a
you
rope.
can
Give it to the girl.
No.
Goldilocks?
Penny has rope.
Well, let's just use your rope then.
Should have just gone in the coat.
All right, you two are using rope to try to get over the fence. So I'd like you both to make athletics checks for me to climb the fence.
Athletics?
Penny with disadvantage because you are exhausted.
8.
Exhausted and over this.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
Artemis.
4.
Neither of you can get up over that fence.
All right, so not this one. Not this way.
Do I see that they're struggling?
Yeah.
Because I'm still outside.
Yeah,
And
you
I'd be
do.
like, message me.
I'm a little busy now. What?
You can just stay. We might just need a huge distraction if you can't get over the fence. Can you I don't know, blow something up? I don't know,
Pretend to
should've
have a
done.
huge breakup outside the rail station.
yes. I don't hear that, but yes.
Okay, where do you need? Let us know where you need the distraction to be. And then
The
Well-
other side of the train yard, probably.
Yeah.
do that.
I could just shoot something on the other side of the train with my rifle and draw
Oh.
attention over there.
Or someone.
Murder.
Yeah, or
I
something.
would
Or
think
you
that they would be
prefer
drawn
close.
to the gunshot, not where a bullet hit.
Well, if it hit something, wouldn't it also be a sound over there?
Yeah, if you hit like a really big bell, that exists around trains, though. Hold on.
Yeah. Whistle?
If you hit a whistle with a
Don't
I
let
had
bullet.
a train?
Penny get killed. All right.
Okay, real quick, back inside. I need everybody inside to make a perception check for me.
I'm technically outside, right?
That was 13.
Depends. Are you staying outside coordinating with them, or are you going back in after you tell them that?
I think I'm going back in.
Okay, you go back in. You can make a perception check as well.
I got a 6 total.
6.
Ooh.
15.
15.
Oh, inside. So okay, Hayes would imply that. Never mind. Bowman got a 13.
I got nat 20 plus 6.
Nat 20.
Woo!
As you're all looking around in this room, like trying to figure out what to do, Pine Stride is trying to smash open these cages. Janara, you're looking around. Something seems off. You look up a little bit. There's a bunch of really small windows up around the top of the warehouse. One of them has been opened that wasn't open before.
Oh no.
And suddenly appearing in the air, just floating in midair, is a person that none of you have seen before. You see an individual in long black robes, with a white, crow-like mask. Think plague doctor mask.
Ooh.
Well, I'm guessing you all are responsible for getting rid of my former employer. Seems you didn't learn your lesson about paying attention to mirrors, did you?
Fucking mirror.
I'm curious. I suppose I'll ask before we kick things off. Who are you, and what are you doing?
Your worst nightmare? Fuck you.
Very well. We'll cut to the chase. I had limited resources back when I was working at the bank, but after you got rid of Marivaldi, well, the new owner of the bank doesn't need my help as much as Lady Mystralath. Luckily, Lady Mystralath has no shortage of corpses for me to use.
Fuck.
He snaps his fingers. Bowman, the room with all the bodies, they begin rising up.
And 6 of them are naked.
Six of them are naked. They begin rising up. Animated zombies. The 2 doors that you didn't check before, you hear banging against as more corpses come to life.
How many animals
Let
have been freed?
me roll for it.
Real question: are the owl bears free that are best friends with?
Owl bears are not free yet because they were too far away from his cage, and I rolled a low number. So Pine Stride has only managed to free, we'll say, an elk and a brown bear.
Bowman, shut the door!
As these 2 doors banging against them burst open as well, as more zombies emerge into this space. A whole horde of zombies starts pushing into the room, set on the 4 of you inside the warehouse. The man in the white mask says, I look forward to adding you to my collection soon. And he turns invisible again. And with that, we'll end tonight's episode. Thank you for watching, everybody.
Oh.
Thank you all for playing. We'll be back next time as the party tries to fight their way through a huge horde of zombies, and Penny and Artemis just do whatever it is.
We're gonna stay on this side of the fence.
Penny and Artemis learn the value of friendship.
Learn the value of friendship.
She's from the wrong side of the tracks. He's a rich boy with a troubled past.
Tune in next time for Penny and Artemis, the awesome new sitcom from Roller Skill.
The last 2 members of the gang are alive.
All right. So we'll see y'all next week for what happens next. Good night, everybody.
Bye.